Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Monday afternoon, April 13th, and we're looking at the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And a very methodical day for a market that was down at one point way over 2%, only to have the NASDAQ close up on the day. SPY closes down 1%, Dow down over 1%. Sellers certainly had their chance, right? They did. One thing they did do today is stop the one-time framing up in the daily. So we're now in balance. So we're down in the monthly, we're up in the weekly, and we're balanced in the daily. So all three time frames on different time sets right now. I guess we still have to say the bears won. We closed down on the day. However, we did have a chance for a trend day down early. It failed. We never saw the lows again. Yet we never saw the opening again. We one-time framed up. I, J, K, L, and M. Very interesting. But never was able to get back to the opening. We did get back inside yesterday's, on Thursday's range. Did close inside of it. So I'm going to have to call this a draw, believe it or not. Even though we were down, yeah, I could say the Bears won. But they certainly had a chance to do a lot more damage. I want to say thank you right off the bat to everybody that signed up to my new voice channel room on Discord. I mean, I have about 40 people that signed up the first day, and it went very, very smoothly. People were very patient. They were awesome. I think for the most part, everybody had a very good day in there. We had some pretty nice setups throughout the day. So I really want to thank you to everybody who's listened to this video, who joined up. Again, if you have an interest, go to camelbacktrading.org. You have a monthly choice or an annual. It's cheap. It's $20 a month or it's $200 annually. And you get me speaking on voice between 9:15 and 4, talking about setups I'm seeing. Everybody else is texting in there. We have a good mix of SPY and ES people, which I think is a great thing since they are siblings and they go hand in hand. So check us out. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised at what you'll find in that room. All right, as far as me today, had a good day. Did about 6 trades on the day. Again, I said I wasn't going to do anything in A period. I did not. First trade I took was in B period. When B came down, I missed initially because I was doing a lot of admin work this morning. The best trade in B would have been as soon as we took out Thursday's low to get on board. I did not get on board at that juncture. I got on board later, but it still turned out to be a nice trade as we started one-time framing down. Did the same in D. D opened up. We had single prints in C. We had singles. We had single prints in C. No, we didn't. We had single prints in B. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything in C. I'd been busy. D period open. I scalped singles at least 2 times in D period because for a bunch of reasons. We had lower value, we had single prints, and we were one-time framing down all morning. Then in E period, the tempo changed. We couldn't even get close to taking out COD's low. We got below the initial balance, then started up. So then I decided to play Innovator. I missed it. I wanted to buy it right before we took out D's high because the odds of taking out the single prints were good. We popped above it, then got below it. Once it came back, got long, held the long till we filled single prints. I was very happy with that trade. Took a short in F, right? E went up, F went up. I said at the time, there's a chance F could be our afternoon rally high, right? It was just about value high at the time. Took a short, rode that back down to POC. Did it again in J period. Rode it back down to POC. Now, lo and behold, I was looking for an afternoon rally high today for the simple fact that the market was down all day and all the indices were down. So what do we end up with instead? An afternoon pullback low in H, right? We have no afternoon rally high. We took it out in L and M. So I'm going to use H as an afternoon pullback low. Now, I would not have bought there for the simple fact we had stopped one-time framing up in G. I thought we had an afternoon rally high in at the time. I would have looked to have taken out at least the day's low and tested. Did I expect a lot below there? No. Sellers had their chance early. They didn't get it, but I did expect to possibly test it. Now, the bigger trade that I probably missed was I. Once I didn't take out H's low, that's a good way to get long. You stayed in the initial balance, you're going to at least go back to POC. So, again, I didn't take those. I did take one more short play in K. K came up, took it, wrote it back down to POC. So, it was very rotational, right? After A through D, after the one-time framing down stopped, we were really rotational E through L, right? Value high, almost to value low. And then M did its own thing, which it usually does. And I stayed away from it. Okay, destinations for tomorrow. So on the upside, we have today's high of 277.51. Then we have 9 wide from Thursday at 279.21. F's low. And then we have 281.20, which was Thursday's high and a weekly high. And above that, we have 281.94 daily high. For the downside, we have 11 wide down at 273.47. Afternoon pullback low, H's low of 272.45. Today's low of 271.41. Then the single prints from the 8th, 270.05 get filled at 269. Now, also, one other thing before I get to the charts. Don't forget, we had gotten into the price probe from the 8th on Thursday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday, not Thursday. On Thursday. I'm losing my days here. So today, when A took out K's low, now I didn't know if we were going to go, A went down, took out the price probe, and remember, we had the price spike. And then B, finally, when B took out A's low, we went for it, and we finally got it in C or D. So there's other reasons I took shorts. The fact that we were one-time framing down, wanted to see if there were going to be buyers there again. Technically, there weren't. Yes, it kind of held after D period. But to me, once that's really breached, it's gone. For me, I was using value low and our initial balance low as to why the market reversed. Okay? Now, let's get to the charts. Monthly. So today's high is 277.51. What's that trend line? Just about 278, a little higher now. Okay? So we've popped above it a little bit last week, but we're still below it. 11-year trend line. Not going to be the easiest thing for buyers to get over. Plus, 278 is half back. So very important level, 278. Weekly. One time framing up for 3 weeks. Right? It's only day one. We came off the lows pretty good. So we'll see how that, right? We came over $4 off the lows. It's only one day, but so far we're still one time framing up. And then in the daily, we stopped the one time framing up, right? We were doing it for 6 days. Remember I said we finally got distance, then we were in balance, then distance on Thursday. Well, today we stopped the one-time framing up. So now I'm putting this in a 4-day balance. Okay, the high is 281.20, last week's high, and the low is 264.89, which is Tuesday's low. That's my 4-day balance. So tomorrow, if we're able to take out today's high, we might attempt to go for the 4-day balance high. On the flip side, if we take out today's low, then there's a good chance we're going to go down and test both Tuesday and Wednesday's lows. 50-day moving average keeps getting lower and lower. So at some point, that's going to come into play for us. So that will be interesting. So again, I hope everybody had a good day. Thank you very much to the people who've joined. If you have not joined, I know I have a lot of subscribers on YouTube and Twitter. Please check us out, right? Sign up for a month, see how you like it. I think it would be worth your while. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.